What's up, guys? My name's John. I'm the owner and CEO of Whiskermen, along with my wife, who is a co-owner, and the CEO, Jennifer. This is our podcast. This is our first ever. If you're seeing this on YouTube, you're actually seeing my lovely face. Or if you're listening to this elsewhere, you can go to YouTube and see my pretty face. So, welcome to the first ever podcast of Whiskerman Presents Beards in Business. So today's episode, we're going to cover some beard stuff, and then the business that we're going to introduce you to is Whiskermen. Obviously, that's a good start since some of you may be relatively new and just came across this because you like podcasts. So starting off with beard care, a lot of us men, pointing the finger at myself, don't realize how to take care of our beard. A lot of folks are very naive and just think that it's something that just grows and it's very similar to the hair on top of your head, which is far from the truth. So over the course of these podcasts, we're going to give you tips and tricks how to maintain the best possible beard to look good. We'll give you some tips of, how to enter into competitions and do some crazy things. If those of you that have been following us for a while, you saw some of the things that I did to my beard over the holidays. So we'll get into those throughout the course. But what we want to unpack first is a routine. That's the biggest thing of just like going to the gym. You can't just go to the gym once and expect to be all swelled up. It's got to be muscle memory. You got to build it in. So too is maintaining a lovely beard. So the foundation for this is getting a routine that works for you. But there are some things that we'll all share commonalities in. So the very first thing is you need to establish what's going to work best for you. Whether this is when you first get out of the shower, whatever it is, when you do this throughout the day, this is something that you need to do repetitively to make sure that you're taking care of your beard. And it all starts with what you wash. 90+% of you guys that are watching right now say, well, I wash it with, the 5-in-1. I wash the same thing that I wash my hair with. I just, scrub my hair and then it comes down to the beard and I clean it. And then you are also the same gentleman that will say, my beard is dry and itchy and I get flakes all over. So what we wash with is the foundation, and we'll get into later episodes of how to wash, what we recommend from Whiskerman, and proper usage of the wash. So having a beard specific wash is key. Most women, not all, but most women don't just take their makeup off with, a bar of soap and scrub their face, because then they turn into this dry, ghostly looking individual that would scare you away because it's sucking all the moisture right out of their face. Same with our beards. When you wash your beard with, one of the other 5-in-1s, you're sucking all the nutrients out of your beard. And some of you would say, well, I use beard oil, that should fix it. That is not true. You're taking one step forward with the beard oil while washing with random 5-1, 20-in-1, whatever's out there now. You're taking 2+ steps backwards, so you're not gaining any ground. You're losing ground. So from our wash, from there, we want to alternate. You can use on the same day, however you like, is a beard oil or a beard butter. The reason I say alternate is because most people just want to use one thing. Just give me one thing, keep it nice and simple. So what I currently do, with the exception of certain times throughout the year, I will use an oil one day and then the next day use a butter. And the difference between an oil and a butter is oil will hydrate your skin. It's not for your beard, other than making it smell beautiful if you choose one of the good scents. But it hydrates the pores that are on your face, underlining the beard. It hydrates it. It produces new growth. It strengthens the growth that you currently have and moisturizes those pores. So that's why a lot of people think, well, I know what beard oil is. I use it, but you're not washing. You're putting oils in, but you're stripping even more without using that. So the oils go on. It's more for your face. When it goes into your beard, when you have a longer beard, it's really for scenting your beard to make it smell good. So it hydrates your beard, promotes new healthy growth, and strengthens the growth that you currently have. The butters will go on, which also have some properties similar to oils that you want to use and make sure that you're getting that in there. But what the butter does is it will soften and condition your beard. Now, keep in mind, depending on what company you used in the past, we'll introduce you to Whiskermen, the brand and the business here momentarily. But whatever you used in the past, some companies will call what is a butter a balm. There is a big difference between a butter and a balm. A butter softens conditions. A balm has styling properties that are very similar in nature to a mousse that you would put in your hair. While it doesn't hold and maintain a stiffness, it will give you some properties in holding and allow it to keep some of those flyaways down. So when you're looking at your products, make sure that you know what you have, because there is a big difference between a butter and a balm. And then there's a difference between the butter, balm, and wax. Wax is more of a hairspray, gives you more firm. That's when you'll see pictures of the curlies. That's what locks that up is with the wax. So oil one day, butter the next. The caveat is once you know how much your face and beard needs, you can take 2 cents and have an amazing mashup. One of my favorites is vanilla chai and our pumpkin spice. Putting those together is amazing. But in order to make that work is you need to know how much oil and how much butter you use so that you can cut it in half and use half oil, half butter, put it in the same, and it smells amazing. You make a mashup of scents. So that would be the caveat of where you would use them both on the same day. Then last but not least, a comb. Preferably a wood comb. The reason that we want the wood comb is one is it will take the oil that you put in or the butter and it will disperse it throughout your beard. Two, if you use a plastic comb, you're creating static electricity. They have a tendency to break easier. So wood is just more easy, more forgiving in your beard. Plus, that's what we sell, which we'll get to here momentarily. So those four things are the absolute foundation for building this beautiful beard game. So if you're thinking it from building a house, this is laying the cement down that your routine is going to stand on, and then the building the routine will be the cement, if you would, the footers, and then we're going to put up four main pillars: your wash, your oil, your butter, and your combing. That will make sure that you are building a glorious beard that folks will stop you in the street and say, my goodness, that is such a beautiful beard. So those are the main foundations to getting your beard. So those four things are available. We'll get in, I'll show you here on our website here in a second. I'll bring up a couple of different ways to get these. We sell those all individually at whiskermen.com. We also sell them in a package. And then we also have the ultimate bundle package, which adds the book that I personally wrote with help from my beautiful bride, Jennifer, that talks about all of these things that we're going to cover throughout the podcast over the couple of weeks. So if you want a quick version, and if you want basically, this is going to be your handbook for your beard, you can also get that. You can also get it individually on our website as well. And that's Stumble to Style. I'm very proud of that. There's a lot of great knowledge in there. And it just really helps men that don't know. And as men, sometimes we just don't know, so we just make stuff up. This will guide you in the right direction and help you build out a strong beard game. So that is the beard portion of today's podcast number one. So proud of getting this up and launched, and hope that you guys will subscribe to the YouTube channel, that you'll listen to, do whatever it is on the other that aren't seeing this visually, or just listening to the sound of my voice, that you will subscribe to the channel and all that stuff, and then do both. Listen to this and then also watch it on YouTube. So this concludes the beard portion. So now we're going to get into the business side of things. All right, on to the business side of things. Like we said earlier, we're going to introduce you to Whiskermen. Whiskermen is a disabled veteran-owned small business that's run by myself and my wife, Jennifer. We have three amazing brand ambassadors that support us by contacting folks like you and get them to buy products, and then also turn them on to our website to get the products, turn them onto our social media, and then ultimately we'll turn them on to so that you can see this. So that's really the team. We do have support from our son, and then every once in a while, my mom and dad will help out at events and stuff. But that is the gist of it. It is Jennifer does 90% of the stuff, making the products and getting everything packaged and out. My primary role is the face, obviously because I have a beard. So I am the face of Whiskerman, which means I get to do a lot of the Facebook stuff. I get to do the podcast. So I'm more of behind the scenes doing things, but also the face of out front, if that makes any sense. But Jennifer, to her credit, she does pretty much everything. She maintains the website, she gets the packages out, she does nice handwritten notes and stuff. So she is primarily the business. I do a lot of the back end stuff. So, like I said, we're a disabled veteran-owned small business. We sell primarily beard products. And some of you may think that this is just for men. Well, you're wrong. My wife uses the products, and no, she does not have a beard. Products can be used for many things, and we will cover them more in the beard tips as we go through this podcast in the weeks to come. But mainly, you can use them on tattoos to bring the colors back. You can use the oils and diffusers. You can put them in use them as air freshener. Put them on your cuticles, hydrate your skin. Those are some of the main things. So there are a couple of different ways to get a hold of Whiskerman. One is through all of our social media. The links will be at the end. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, whatever it's called this week, and LinkedIn. So those are our social media. And then you can see us at events, which we're getting into event season starting the second to last week of January. So we've got a couple more weeks before we get going. We will be kicking the year off with Beer Fest. We'll be in Columbus, and then we'll be out in Pittsburgh, and then we'll wrap up the Beer Fest circuit locally in Cincinnati. We will post those on our website, and then as they get closer, I will drop those at the end of the next podcast. So you can see us in person. You can reach out to us via our social media, or you can go to our website. I'm going to bring the website up here in a second, and we will click around on the website, show you some things, how to find some things, what is there to look for. And then so on top of that, there's 3 ways of buying from us. One is face-to-face at a festival event somewhere that we're at is the common way. The least common is reaching out to us via one of our contact methods, asking to meet face-to-face somewhere when we're not at an event. So like on a Tuesday night, meet us somewhere for pickup and drop off, which will save you a little bit of money for the shipping. And then last but not least is the website. So on the website, you can get everything beard related wise. However, there are some things in person that we have that you cannot get currently on the website. We've expanded some of our t-shirts. We're probably going to add some of those to the website here momentarily, but some of our events we will sell shot glasses, pint glasses, whiskey glasses, bullet pens, bullet bottle openers. So things like that you get more of in person. Some events we will be partnering with one of our folks that will be on a show coming up here soon is Beckel Cigars, based in Centerville. We will be featuring them here in a couple of weeks. Amazing. We'll be selling cigars at some events. You can't get those obviously on the website. But here's what you get on the website. When you go on, there are a couple things to point out. One, you can create an account and have your own account. That's just for your own personal use. Ways of contacting us, we'll click on the contact us. Once you click on the contact us, you can fill this out. It also will give you our social media, get you linked up with us through there. You fill out your information, send us a message, and then we will do our best to reply back. And then also, one of the most important things is events. As you can see, once I click the event tab, you see where we finished up the year. It's showing what we did. Currently, there are no upcoming events, but this is where we were basically the end of the year. So you can see, it tells you a little bit about what it is, where the location is, hours, and then some of them, depending on it, will have a link for you to click on and go to. So that is very important to click up here, the events. That's where you can find us. So we will go back to the home, and then also up top, here's your cart, what you have, and then if you want to search for something. So obviously the home screen, this is basically, or this is the long version of Whiskerman. in a nutshell, as I said, we're a disabled veteran-owned small business that produces high-quality, handcrafted, United States sourced beard products. And then here's some of the things that we do. Everything's made one bottle at a time, one at a time, with high quality checks, high quality ingredients. And then obviously we want to reach out to everybody. Please sign up for our newsletter. You'll get exclusive discounts. Will go out just to our newsletter, folks. So this is the landing page. We'll skip the products since that is the big thing. We do post a monthly blog that goes up that will coincide with the newsletter. So we just published in December, celebrating Christmas with Whiskermen. We put a little bit of a year in review, quick little story. As you can see, we've done in November, beards with veterans. We have a little Halloween. So different blogs, some different things. Those will go up monthly. Those will have a caption inside of the newsletter. So the new newsletter should be going out here shortly after this is posted. Then over here is the About Us. When you click the About Us, it tells you just a little bit more. Kind of, you can see the theme disabled veteran owned. Very proud of the fact that I'm a veteran. You know, why us versus everybody else? You know, try our product. We've changed quite a few folks from other companies. You know, you like what you like. Everybody has their own spot in the market. However, I can tell you, once you try ours, you'll probably never go back. Then obviously reviews. You can go on. We put all of our reviews out, good, bad, indifferent. As you can see, this guy's back gave us a 3-star, saying that our soaps weren't as good as he thought they were going to be, comparing us to some bigger name soap companies, and then put us in the minor leagues. We don't take them down. Your feedback is important to us. We just ask that if you're going to give us some negative feedback, be willing to communicate with us so that we can make it right. So you can see 97% of our reviews are 5-star. So we pride ourselves on that. Just a bunch of different ones up here. So let's move on to what you all would really like to see inside the business. What do we produce? Here, click on products, and then there are a couple different ways for you to find your products. There's 3 separate ways. One, you can go up and search here and it'll come up. 2, you can click the products here and then scroll through everything like this. Or you can use this top bar if you know specifically what you're looking for, breaking down the different areas. So as you can see with each product, we have pictures. When you go into, let's pick, we'll go to my personal favorite right here. Scroll down a little bit. All right, we'll go right here. So our DD214 beard oil. And the reason that I like this one is obviously it ties into the disabled veteran owned, but it also is very important to me that I support those that may have a rough time. So a portion of all sales from the DD214 will be donated next Veterans Day to a veteran charity to support my fellow brothers and sisters out there. So keep that in mind. There will be no discounts on the DD214 oil or butter. So those are as is, they're $20. We don't offer discounts on those because of the charity. So right here you can see DD214, little bit about the behind the scenes of it, and then kind of a little bit of the scents that are in there. So then you can add it to your cart. Obviously, you can use these buttons here. And then as you come down, here's a little bit of a little bit more descriptive description of the product. Goes into a little bit more detail, a little bit humorous. Reviews on it are left. Obviously, this is going to have a bunch more reviews because this is a great scent. It just came out. And then, you know, we kind of went a little tongue in cheek, but we realized, like we said in the previous segment, there are folks who don't know how to use these products that are really new to the beard game or just don't know and are afraid to ask. So here's a funny tongue in cheek, but legitimate way of how to use the oils and stuff. And then we have these directions for each of our products. So one of my favorites that Jennifer came up with is classic, will make you laugh. When you go into the hoodie, if you go into, here comes the fun part, putting it on, you know, talks about getting you a nice new hoodie. You know, rocking our brand is always great. And then you can see we've got a lot of different um, things. Some of our shirts are on here. We did put the booze and bad choices up. So some of them will be there. Some of them will be exclusive to just online. And as you can see, we have other things that are not just beard related. 80 slap koozies, just like the slap Brady's slap brands, but turned into a koozie. So we've got a little bit of everything. As we talked about earlier, the book, for those of you that have a beard or have a bearded person in your life, and not sure what to get them, the book is a great starting point. I wrote it from the aspect of making it understandable to everyone that picks it up, but then making it almost as a how-to guide. It's a complete guide to beard grooming and mastery. I want people to be able to read this and go from stubble to style. Thus the title of it. And then what I'm really proud about this book too is if you look at the cover closely, one side is me and the other side is my son Riley. I'm pretty cool how that turned out. That's amazing. And then a quick description, like I said, and then some recommended products down here. Then you can always find us on here. Those are our main social media, but that really is Whiskerman in a nutshell. We are kind of just straightforward. Give us a shot if you're using a beard oil currently or beard products, most people that said, "Hey, I'll try it," compared to someone else that's out there, have come and said, your product's amazing. I am now a lifelong customer. And then if you're really, really into the Whiskerman brand and you dig the brand and you dig everything that we're doing, reach out to us about becoming a brand ambassador. You can get a hold of us at any of the social medias, which the link will be posted at the end of this. Or you can reach out to us at whiskerman@gmail.com is the easiest way because that's seen by both me and Jennifer. So one of us will get back to you a lot quicker that way versus social media. Sometimes it gets lost in the sauce there. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for the last 2 years of Whiskerman. We've taken this company. You can see if you go want to read the blog of how we've 23 ended up. We're super excited coming into 24. We've got some ideas of different products that we're going to roll out, different t-shirt ideas that we're going to do. And we can't come up with those ideas on our own. Like I said earlier, we've got 3 amazing brand ambassadors that help us come up with ideas and help break ties between if I like something, Jennifer doesn't, or vice versa. They come in and weigh in, and then we go with the majority rules. So they are very important, but we listen to our customers. Our brand ambassadors were customers, and then came into this. So you customers are what makes us. Without you, there is no Whiskerman. There is no Whiskerman podcast. Beards in business. There is no business. So we want to hear from you. If you have ideas, reach out to us. If we don't take your idea, it's not because we don't like your idea. It just may not be fitting for the masses. It may be so niche that it's not the squeeze isn't worth the juice, or the juice isn't worth the squeeze, or whatever that saying is. Please send us your information if you have ideas for products that you would like to see. If you would like to send us ideas on scents. We are open to listening to those things. So you customers, we love each and every one of you. Please reach out to us, interact with us on our social media. Send us, images of your amazing beard. Send us videos of you using the product. Interact with us on social media. We will interact back and forth. It's a great way to you get out to be seen, and it's another great way to get us out in front of your friends and audience. So with that being said, thank you again from the bottom of my heart for watching this. We really appreciate it. I think as the next couple of weeks unfold on this, there's going to be some really amazing tips. I'm going to drag some things out directly from the book, and then we'll add a little extra flavor to those things. And then hands down, if you are not a beard person and skips directly to the second portion, we're going to have some of the most amazing businesses from across the country, not just local here in the Dayton, Ohio region. I will showcase them because home is where the heart is, and I got to support our local small businesses here. So we'll have some of those on, absolutely. But we are bringing in folks from all across the country, in all different things, different healthcare. We're gonna have gaming stuff. You name it. it's out there. If you're interested in being on the podcast, reach out to us. We would love to feature you. And then as we go, we're going to do every once in a while, we'll do a one-off, a live feed to where we're interviewing someone, whether it's at an event or something. We'll do a live podcast every once in a while. So if you're interested in being a guest as a live podcast, also reach out to us. Lastly, this country is the best, regardless if you put CNN, Fox, whatever news channel you want on. It's all a bunch of nonsense, period. Nothing politically driven behind that. The reason that this is the best country is because the men and women who are able to serve our country from different aspects. First, to our first responders that are out there, our fire, our EMS, our police officers, anyone that's in that line of duty, they put their butts on the line to keep our communities safe. We are the best country because of those folks who make the ultimate sacrifice, that go out and work long hours or away from their home. And then last, but definitely not least, is the community that I am so proud of, that I was part of for 20 years, is our military men and women. The folks that serve in our branches of the military put their butts on our line. They go to some foreign countries. They go places that they really don't want to go. Sometimes they don't even believe in why they're there, but they still do it because they love this country and they love you and me. And then our folks that take the uniform off and then become veterans. To you, the fellow veterans out there, times can be tough. I know 23 may not have been the best year for you. 24 may not be looking like it's going to be much better. But if you're in a dark place, reach out. I gave you all those contacts. You'll see how to get a hold of us on social media. Reach out. If you need someone to talk to, send us a message. I will gladly pick up the phone and chat with anybody. The alarming rate that our men and women that served our country are taking their lives is ridiculous. Reach out, get some help, call the VA. Your life is important. From the bottom of my heart, for all those that are serving, have served, we love you. If you can't get behind our men and women that are serving, feel free to get in front of them. Love you guys. See you next week.